Imagine discovering a fossil, maybe something that came from a plant or marine life that can be identified through research. But what if you discovered a whole whale genus that has never been discovered before? Well, that was the story for ECISD's Chief Innovation Officer just a few years ago. But now that whale genus is currently being studied by scientists who named that whale right after him. So I sat down with Jason Osborne to hear what this means for the future of science discovery.
It sits outside of what's called the crown Odontaceae.
ECISD's Chief Innovation Officer Jason Osborne has been studying paleontology for the last 20 years. But one day, one of his explorations would change his life and science forever.
I'll never ever forget the day that I discovered this whale.
The story starts back in 2012, deep into the swampy waters of the Edisto River in South Carolina. That's where Jason was scuba diving for the U.S. Geological Survey and for his nonprofit PaleoQuest. But not the type of scuba diving as you'd like to think. It's in water so dark you can only see a few inches in front of you. Not to mention, it's infested with alligators, venomous snakes, glass, and he's also making that dive in underwater caves. That's where he would make that unbelievable discovery of a whale skull never discovered before.
This one in particular was just so unique and so foreign. It took me about 13 hours of underwater excavation to get it out.
After a lengthy process of research with scientific partners, the genus of this whale now has a name, Edesitis osborni, taken from Jason's last name of Osborne.
I never thought I would have something named after me.
Oh, this was a great day. The reason why the whales are in these rivers is this was ancient sea at one time.
And there's a couple molars attached.
Jason found that the Edesitis osborni whale was a type of whale that wasn't too large, yet the skull told the story about its feeding behavior.
It had this really long telescoping snout. It would probably snap at its prey.
Jason's discovery is now published in the Journal of Vertebrate Paleontology, which is one of the largest paleontological publications in the world. And although the Edesitis osborni may just be at the first chapter, many years are to come for science to discover more of its story. It's a reminder that even in the deepest depths of our minds, our questions of life could open those doors, and maybe behind those doors, we could find the missing pieces of time, how they won't be the tail end of history.
I wanted to create enough curiosity that people become more interested in the work that I have done and want to maybe potentially support that through grants, and I can get back in the water and try to find more.
Now, Jason's discovery has actually been on National Geographic and the Discovery Channel. The hard copy of that journal has just been released, but you could also find that online. Of course, we're going to have those details on our website, newswest9.com.